Axon potential of sinoatrial node or SN node. So SN node is a non-contractile myocardium. So the properties of a myocardium, it is self-excitatory. This SN node, they stimulate, they are self-excitatory, and the presence of leaky sodium channel. These nodes have the leaky sodium channel. So resting membrane potential of SN node is around minus 55 to minus 60 millivolt. It is SN node also called as a pacemaker of heart, and SN node that which where the generation of the heartbeat originates. So how the SN nodes are how the SN nodes are self excitatory. What is the mechanism? So let us see. So we also call that heart is autorhythmicity or self excitatory. So SN node takes the pace, or SN node takes the lead or generate the axon potential and distribute all over the myocardium. And so how the SN node generates the axon potential, how the conductivity of the heart starts at SN node. So here I am drawing only one cell of SN node, and what are the component, what are the channels of the cell we will be discussing here. So the resting membrane potential of SN node is minus 55 to minus 60 millivolt, minus 60 millivolt. So this is one cell of SN node, nodal cell. Sometimes we call it nodal cell. So this cell, the resting membrane potential is minus 55 millivolt, and we know the cells are bags of potassium. So inside there is high concentration of potassium than extracellular fluid, and on the other hand sodium is very high concentration in the extracellular fluid than intracellular. So the cells are negatively charged, and therefore the positive ions we can find over the uh, membrane of the cell. So the positive ions, they like to come inside, but due to the barrier they cannot come inside. The positive ion wants to come inside, but they cannot cross this membrane. If there is chances, or if there is any gate, then positive ion immediately rush into the inside the cell. And another way, sodium is very high concentration extracellularly, and there is a gradient difference. So if sodium get chance to come inside the cell, it will automatically move from extracellular to intracellular. So these cells have leaky sodium channel and voltage gated potassium channel and voltage gated calcium channel. I have drawn here only one voltage gated calcium channel, but this cell have many voltage gated calcium channel, voltage gated potassium channel, and the leaky sodium channel. So let us see how this axon potential. Let us see how the axon potential generates, how the axon potential occurs in the nodular cell. So we know that these are the structure of the nodal cell. We have voltage gated calcium channel, voltage gated potassium channel, and leaky sodium channel. So the name itself says that it is leaky sodium channel. So these channels allow to move sodium slowly from extracellular to intracellular, because extracellular sodium is very high concentration than intracellular. So when they get chance to come, when they get chance to move from extracellular to intracellular, they will, due to the concentration gradients, they will move. And this leaky sodium channel provides a way sodium, so the sodium can move from extracellular to intracellular. So as the sodium moves from extracellular to intracellular, the the charge, the negativity of inside of the cell will change. So as the sodium moves from outside to inside, so a lot of sodium will gather inside the cell, and this negative charge of the cell will be converted to the positive. And when at some specific voltage, this calcium voltage gated calcium channel will open. So they will open at a specific voltage. Therefore, it is called voltage gated calcium channel. So when the leaky sodium which come from outside to inside and they change the membrane potential to a specific membrane potential, then this calcium channel will open and the calcium will move from outside to inside, and a lot of calcium will move from outside to inside. And this channel also provides, sometimes sodium can also come inside through this channel. Because of that, sometimes it is called voltage gated calcium sodium channel. And when the all the many positive ion, when they come from outside to inside, the potential of the cell, the potential of the cell will change because of lot of positive ion influx occurs. And when there is lot of positive ion from outside to inside, the negativity of the cell will change, and this cell will completely turn into positive inside, and this is called depolarization. So initially leaky sodium will come, they change the membrane potential, then voltage gated calcium channel will open, calcium will come inside, and they will completely change the negative inside into positive. So this is called depolarization. Then when the negative inside negative cell will change to the positive charge, and this is called depolarization. At a specific voltage, when the cells are depolarized, the cells converted from negative to positive. And at a specific voltage, we have a voltage gated potassium channel. At a specific voltage at positive, this potassium voltage gated potassium channel will open and potassium move from inside to outside, because inside potassium concentration is very high than outside. As soon as it gets chance to, when the voltage gated potassium channel will open, this potassium will leave the cell. So the cell will be losing lot of potassium. This diagram, how these changes occurs, we will represent here in this diagram what the event of the cell. So the resting membrane potential of the nodal cell is minus 55. When we have a leaky sodium channel, due to the leaky sodium channel, the membrane potential, due to the entry of the sodium, the membrane potential will change. RMP means resting membrane potential. So this from the resting membrane potential, because of entry of sodium, that takes the minus 55 to the minus 40. When the leaky sodium, as they enter slowly inside the cell, when they change the membrane potential from minus 55 to minus 40, it is a threshold potential for the opening of the calcium channel. So when the cell reach to minus 40, so that at threshold potential there is the opening of the lot of voltage gated calcium channel, and huge amount of calcium positive ion come inside the cell, and some of the sodium may also come through this channel. Then when the more positive ion come inside the cell, that takes the cell into positive from minus 40 to minus 20. This is called depolarization. This is the stage. This graph is representing, this is the stage. This is depolarization due to the lot of an influx of positive ion. So when the cells become at plus 20, then there will be opening of the voltage gated potassium channel, and positive ion leave from the cell. When the positive ion leave from the cell will be coming back to its original state. The cell become a negative again. because of they will be losing more positive ion potassium, and the membrane potential of the cell will come back to its resting membrane potential. And again, due to leaky sodium channel, the membrane potential again come back to -40, and this phenomenon will go on. This action potential will go on in the SA node, and the cell, when there is opening of the voltage gated potassium channel, cell will leave from the cell and cell come back to its resting membrane potential. When they come back to its resting membrane potential, again leaky sodium channel will come and they cause again depolarization and the repolarization. This is called repolarization. This depolarized cell, when they leave the positive ion and they come back to its resting membrane potential, it is called repolarization. So action potential is nothing but the depolarization and the repolarization. This is depolarization and the repolarization. This is what is happening in the SA node without any other control. They can stimulate by themselves because of leaky sodium channel. So in this diagram, here we have given shown here -60 is the resting membrane potential. So here, due to the leaky sodium slowly enters through leaky sodium channel and membrane potential takes to -40. At -40 there will be opening of the voltage gated calcium channel. Calcium will rush into the cell, and calcium, because of the positive ion influx, the cell potential from minus to +20, and there will be closure of the voltage gated calcium channel and the opening of the voltage gated potassium channel, and cell is losing the positive ion and bringing back the membrane potential into resting membrane potential. So this phenomenon will go on in the SA node. So let us see again this action potential of the SA node, because it is very important. And this, the current which is the action potential which is generated at SA node, it will be distributed or transferred to all cell of the heart, and the heartbeat occurs. So due to sodium entry, there is threshold potential and depolarization, and the repolarization due to efflux or losing potassium ion. Again, this phenomenon will go on: depolarization, repolarization. Sometimes when the cell lose more potassium ion, they will bring down the membrane potential below its resting membrane potential. Okay, again, when the cell lose more positive ion, then the cell come down below, the potential of the cell comes below the resting membrane potential due to the losing of more positive ion, and that is called hyperpolarization. Hyperpolarization, when the cell lose more positive ion and the membrane potential of the cell goes below the resting membrane potential, then that is called hyperpolarization. Again, the cell have to come back to its resting membrane potential, and this stimulatory or self-excitatory will continue in the SA node. And SA node, it is the pacemaker of the heart. Okay, that is about the action potential in the sinoatrial node. Because of leaky sodium channel, they are self-excitatory, and it takes the lead, generate the action potential and distribute all over the heart, and followed by the contraction or heartbeat, contraction of the atrium and the ventricle. Okay.